In the ancient wisdom of Chinese astrology, each zodiac sign carries its own unique traits, blessings, and life patterns. While some signs burn bright early in life, others quietly build their fortune over time, maturing like fine wine. Among the 12 animal signs, 6 stand out as those destined to grow wealthier with age. Their journey isn't necessarily marked by youthful success or overnight riches. Instead, their stories are about resilience, smart choices, karmic timing, and a deep inner transformation that unlocks abundance later in life. These signs often weather storms in their youth only to find their golden era unfolding when others might be slowing down. In this video, we take a narrative journey through the lives of these 6 zodiac signs, exploring how each one navigates challenges and ultimately blossoms into prosperity with age.
Before we get into the video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you're new. Now let's begin.
First on our list of the Chinese zodiac signs that get richer with age is the ox, the patient architect of fortune. Meet Li Wei, born in a quiet rural village in Hubei province. As a child, he was always the last to finish any task, not because he was slow, but because he was thorough. His family sometimes worried he would be left behind in a fast-moving world. But Li Wei was an ox, and the ox has never been in a hurry. Oxen are famous for their patience, diligence, and quiet persistence. They may not chase after flashy dreams in their youth. Instead, they build a solid foundation, saving more than they spend and valuing hard work over shortcuts. While others seek immediate gratification, the ox invests in long-term stability. In his 30s, Li Wei bought his first property, not to flip it for profit, but to keep it. By his 40s, he had acquired 2 more. In his 50s, his steady savings and smart investments began to pay off. His peers who once mocked his frugality now came to him for advice. Oxen grow richer with age because they play the long game. They are natural investors, landowners, and savers. Their wealth isn't just material, it's built on security, reputation, and legacy. Second on our list, the snake, the silent strategist of success. In the heart of Shanghai, Mei Lin was always seen as mysterious. Her classmates admired her elegance, her teachers noticed her intellect, and yet no one ever quite knew what she was thinking. Even as a teenager, she preferred books over gossip, and silence over noise. The snake is a sign of wisdom, discretion, and strategy. They rarely reveal their plans to others but always have a vision. Young snakes may seem aloof or secretive, but behind their calm exterior is a mind always working, analyzing, preparing. Mei Lin didn't rush into entrepreneurship. She worked in corporate finance, observing market trends and learning from the inside. When she turned 45, she launched her own financial advisory firm. Within 5 years, her client list included some of the wealthiest families in the city. What makes snakes richer with age is their ability to think long-term. They avoid reckless risks, rely on intuition sharpened by experience, and strike only when the time is right. Age grants them deeper wisdom, sharper instincts, and connections that compound over time. By 60, Mei Lin had built a quiet empire, just as she had envisioned when she was 25. Next up, the dragon, the late-blooming powerhouse. Dragons are born leaders, blessed with charisma, ambition, and vision. But not every dragon finds success early. Take the story of Zhang Rong, a man who dreamed of creating his own tech company but spent years jumping from job to job. The dragon often struggles in youth, not for lack of talent, but because their ideas are often too big for the world to immediately accept. They're visionaries, but sometimes it takes life experience to ground them. That's when their real power awakens. Zhang Rong faced several failures before finally launching a startup in his late 40s. His accumulated wisdom, network, and refined leadership skills finally aligned, and the company exploded in value within 3 years. Dragons grow richer with age because they never stop dreaming and adapting. When young, they might seem arrogant or unrealistic, but with time, they become leaders who inspire and create real change. By 55, Zhang Rong was a keynote speaker at international conferences, a mentor to young entrepreneurs, and a multimillionaire. Fourth on our list of the Chinese zodiac signs that get richer with age is the rooster, the tireless perfectionist who outlasts the rest. In a small cafe in Taipei, Chen Jiawei begins her day at 4:30 a.m. She's been doing this for 20 years. She checks inventory, bakes the pastries herself, and reviews the accounts before the sun rises. Most people wonder where she gets the energy, but those who know her zodiac sign aren't surprised. She's a rooster. Roosters are tireless workers. In their youth, they may struggle with criticism or burn out from trying to do everything perfectly. But as they mature, they learn how to channel their energy wisely. Jia Wei didn't see huge profits in her early years. But she kept improving her recipes, her marketing, her customer service. By age 50, she owned 3 thriving cafe branches and had launched a cookbook that became a bestseller. Roosters get richer with age because they never stop improving. They have sharp eyes for detail, excellent planning skills, and a strong sense of responsibility. Their discipline compounds over time into mastery. Jia Hui's wealth wasn't a jackpot. It was earned one sunrise at a time. Fifth on our list is the goat, the quiet creator of beauty and wealth. When people think of wealth, they often picture aggressive business moves or bold leadership. Rarely do they associate it with gentleness. But goats, like Wu Xinyi from Yunnan, teach us that wealth can grow from kindness, beauty, and emotional intelligence. Xinyi was always artistic. She made pottery that captured emotion in shape and texture. But for many years, she struggled to sell her pieces, working part-time jobs to support her craft. Friends encouraged her to take a real job, but she persisted. Goats are emotionally deep, imaginative, and often misunderstood when young. They don't chase money. They follow passion. Yet, with time, their creations speak louder than words. Xinyi's big break came when a famous Japanese designer discovered her work at a local fair. Soon, her studio became internationally known. She now trains young artists, exports her work globally, and lives a life of quiet luxury. Goats grow richer with age because their inner world becomes their outer world. Their patience, taste, and gentle consistency blossom into wealth in unexpected ways. Sixth on our list of the Chinese zodiac signs that get richer with age is the dog, the loyal builder of long-term prosperity. In a bustling real estate firm in Kuala Lumpur, Arif, a man in his early 60s, commands respect not just for his wealth but for his unwavering integrity. He didn't always have this status. In his 20s, he passed on multiple get-rich-quick schemes, choosing instead to build his career slowly and honorably. Dogs are loyal, just, and deeply principled. In youth, they may be taken for granted or even ridiculed for being too honest. But life always comes back around to reward the dog's integrity. Arif invested wisely. He refused bribes, rejected risky deals, and stood by his colleagues. His clients trusted him completely, and that trust turned into long-term partnerships. Dogs get richer with age because people begin to see their true value over time. While others may falter under pressure or chase fleeting trends, the dog stays consistent. Their wealth is built not only on skill but on reputation, trust, and deep relationships. Now, Arif mentors young agents, runs a scholarship fund for underprivileged students, and is celebrated not only for his success but for his example, the thread that binds them all. These 6 zodiac signs, ox, snake, dragon, rooster, goat, and dog, may seem very different in personality, but they share a powerful truth. Time is their ally. They don't peak early. They don't need to. Their true strength unfolds with each year, each lesson, each experience. They value growth over glamour, mastery over mediocrity, and legacy over momentary applause. In a world obsessed with speed, their stories remind us that the most lasting wealth is often the slowest to grow. It's not about being first, it's about being timeless. Lessons from the Zodiac for everyone. Even if you don't belong to one of these 6 signs, their paths offer timeless wisdom. Be patient like the ox. Wealth doesn't have to be rushed. Be strategic like the snake. Think before you act. Be visionary like the dragon. Your time will come. Be disciplined like the rooster. Mastery matters. Be authentic like the goat. Passion can pay off. Be loyal like the dog. Integrity attracts prosperity. No matter your sign, remember this. Aging is not a decline. It is an ascent, if you let it be. And for some, the richest chapter begins just when others think the story is done.